Today we are in Kentucky for the last round of the American Hard Enduro Series, Saddleback Xtreme. Starting in rows of 3, we got about a 12-mile course. Here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It quickly tightens up into some single track. Doing some hare and hound chasing here, but we're coming down this hill. And then it quickly goes up. There's a root. Sends me a little off, then boom! I'm not sure what happened, but I quickly get back up. And we're rolling. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if I got hit or if I just looped her out like a goon. I get right back up. I'm flying. Now there's nobody in front of me. I can just open her. Let her eat. So far, so good. I mean, there's nothing crazy hard. We got a log crossing here, but the ground is very dry, as you can see. Very grippy. I'm moving along, clicking through here. We got a left-hand turn coming up. That's where I decide, you know, I gotta actually feel this dirt. I gotta get down on my hands and knees, get a good taste, a feeling of how this dirt is. Stupid. It's the same. It's the same as any other dirt. It's Kentucky dirt. Dropping into this stream section, and there's a bike revving behind me, so I'm like, what? There's somebody out here that's faster than me? It's Ricky Russell, so he goes by. Hey, watch it there, buddy. I'm talking to the log. It shifted my bike on me, put it in neutral. This stream section goes on for a long time. You come to the end, where you come out, and there's a split. Pro and A go this way, everybody else goes the other way. So this was interesting. There were just arrows on the trees, and it wasn't really cleared. Which I'm kind of a fan of, because it's just like, figure it out. You gotta go that way, figure out where to go. Kind of like it. So now we funnel in to this uphill stream bed, I suppose. We got ourselves a waterfall straight ahead. But to the left, there's an optional line that goes left of it. So I get myself into position to go up that. Kinda. Alright, so I gotta get myself resituated here. That's Jared Moan coming back down from the waterfall there. Here we go! Oh yeah. Now we walked this part of the track, and it goes up for a long ways. thinking, what do I do?
All right, think about this.
As you can see, there's people going up to the left and out of the stream section.
Is that a legal line?
And the question is that legal? Well, it's a bottleneck, and there's no ribbon on the left side. So technically, you can go 20 feet off the trail, or 25 feet, depending on what rule book you're looking at, to get around a bottleneck. I wasn't thinking that at the time, so I just, you know what, I was like, let's just play it safe. We'll go up the middle. That's the intended line. So I go up the middle, all the way up, even though it's completely clogged. I got to here, and I thought it was over. I couldn't go any further. I got all this junk under me here. I start moving out of the way, and then this rider gets in front of me, so it's tough because it's tight enough in here to cause some problems. Of course, at this point, I go to hit the E-start. It's not working. What the heck?
Yeah, Adam!
Adam catches up here, and he's powering his way up. I look back down the hill. There's nobody coming. I can't get out of here. I'm stuck. There's some movement. Maybe it just kicked to the right a little bit, but wow, is this slippery. I see Adam struggling. I'm like, let's work together.
Let me pull you off, Adam.
These rocks got so slippery. I pull Adam's tire up. Front wheel drive, baby. Front wheel drive.
There you are. All right, thanks.
So I can't even get started. Or Adam's just hanging out like, all right, I'll just watch Zach struggle here. But I couldn't even get the front tire up this thing.
Oh, come on. Hang on. Oh, that works.
That's another way of doing it.
Hang on.
I need a Kenda Ibex sole for my boot.
Hey, let me kick my rear wheel over.
Because I kept slipping. But I'm able to lift the wheel up, and now I'm basically up that ledge. I don't know if Adam really did much here. He was just here for moral support. This thing still goes on. Like, we have a long ways to go up. I was really starting to lose my mojo at this point already. I'm like a couple miles in, and I'm already spent.
Oh my God.
I hit another spot here where I was stuck. Happening, man. At this point, it's like, just get off and push it. You're not going anywhere, Zach. There's some movement. Ah. I come into each Hard Enduro thinking, man, this is going to be the one I kick butt in. And those dreams fade away just as fast as my bike rolls off the starting line. It's so sad.
Oh my.
I leaned on top of my kill switch there. No E-start, so you gotta re-kick the bike. We're living the dream here, folks. All right, let's do it! Let's go! I really appreciate that, though. The support helps. I mean, I'm here thinking I'm about ready to pass out. This is Gavin Smith, or Gavin, however you say that. I end up helping him out just because I was blocking him so long. And I wasn't anticipating him to come down and help me, but he did, which was very nice. And I really appreciate that. And so we're able to get my bike up here. I'm cutting a lot of this out. There was a lot of time spent here. I started to calm down here, and I got way back on the seat. And that really helped. I was also being smoother with the throttle, and I actually lugged the bike more. Yeah, there were a few moments where I passed out. But it took so long. It took me so long to get up this. And I finally did, and was met with more interesting stuff, but at least it wasn't in the stream bed. The stream bed, I don't know what it is. Those rocks, I wasn't getting traction on. Death.
That ain't treating you very well, man.
I'm having a hard time.
I think everybody is.
I get set up to go over this off-camber slippery log. Then there was this ditch, and you had to go up, and it was tight. Almost through. We got 2 more logs here. Oh, not enough.
Well, it's like every hard enduro I do, I die in the beginning. Gotta regain it here. Oh, I'm like low blood sugar or something.
I need to work on my heat training. I don't get exposed to the heat like people do in the south. Up in the northeast, it's been 70 degrees, and I feel great when I go for a bike ride or a dirt bike ride. I come here, it's 90 degrees, I'm toast. So I'm coming down this hill, there's riders everywhere. And they're B riders, C riders that got ahead of everybody by taking the BC line. And we're here at this hill, so I just decide I'm sending it. We come back into a stream section. There are stream sections everywhere. Good thing is these flat rocks like this are similar to the ones in New York. We've got the shale and the limestone that this is fairly similar to. That went on for a ways, and then I came up to another hill climb where there were some riders stuck, but I go for it. I was just imagining, if it rained, I honestly don't think I could do this. This would be so hard if it was wet. It's all clay. Now here's a mistake I made. I'm going along. There's arrows pointing to the right. I blew it out. Didn't even notice. And I keep going. There's another rider up here, Chad Evans. And so we realize it's not right, so I go this way, and I'm not seeing arrows, and I'm thinking this just must not be right.
I don't see any arrows.
Up top, I come across what looks to be the trail, and I'm very confused now. I wait, and a rider comes up from that way, and I'm thinking, okay, this is definitely wrong.
I think I'm going to turn around.
So I decide the safest bet is to turn around and figure out what went wrong.
I don't see any arrows.
You don't think that's it?
And the trail's coming up that way. Like there's a trail coming up.
I start backtracking, and that's when I see where the trail was supposed to go. And really,
Oh, right here.
it's my fault for not following the arrows. Yes, it could have probably been marked a little better, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's your responsibility to make sure you're following the correct course. It really didn't do much. All it did was add time. I mean, I think it was about the same distance, to be honest. But we're back on track, and I get moving.
Ouch. Good thing I wear knee guards. Good.
I go through that checkpoint, and wouldn't you know, we're back into a stream bed. Imagine this race during an epic rain event. Like, these gullies and creek sections would be gushing with water. You're splashing up these waterfalls. It would be insane. I don't know. It would make for an epic race, that's for sure. Granted, I'm having a hard enough time when it's dry. We don't need any rain.
I gotta get railing these sections. I gotta get going.
The flowy trail between these harder sections is where I gotta be going. So I finally say, all right, come on, Zach, twist that throttle. The whole twisting throttle thing backfired there because I just took a wrong turn.
I gotta get my goggles back on.
I'm no longer on the trail. There's no arrows. It's kind of grown in. I'm not on the trail.
Ah,
That's when I realized, okay, I gotta turn around. So I backtrack, and it was right here. I just wasn't paying attention to the arrows.
I gotta pay more attention.
Great trail over here, winding back and forth on this hillside. I mean, this is some really nice single track. Then we start coming down, and we have to go down one of these creek sections. A lot of little drop-offs and holes. The goal is to just don't flip over the bars. Okay, look at this log.
Where do we gotta go here?
Interrupting the fun. This kind of threw me off. I was like, okay, this is nasty. It's a downhill off-camber log. I set up as well as I can, but I just gotta go. Okay. I grind that tree.
Yeah, baby.
Luckily, it looks like a few other people did the same, so it was already beaten down for me. That poor tree. Getting a lot of grinding action. Of course, that might be, maybe the tree likes it. Hashtag semi-pro. I attached my tear-offs on the wrong side of my goggles. I still don't believe I did that. I could not have done that. And maybe if you're not aware, I always try to put my tear-offs on the left side of my goggles, meaning the clutch hand side. Because, I mean, there's not a second I can take my hand off the throttle side because that thing is wide open 24/7. No, it's not. I don't know how they have this many creek sections. I don't know if Kentucky is known for stream beds everywhere or not, but clearly there's like thousands of miles here, apparently. This one wasn't so bad. I liked it. I don't know what got into me right here, but I just, like, unloaded. I'm like a professional hill climber. Oh yeah, most air gained in a hard enduro right there. I was ripping. That was awesome. There was a real gnarly downhill after that. Off camber, steep. If it was wet, you might as well have just handed me a toboggan because I don't think you could have done this. Okay, here's a split. We go up this way, and it's another hill climb. That was steep, but it's so grippy that I just keep crawling up, and I'm not even paying attention to what's next. Holy cripey, it's steep. There's no way I'm crawling up this one. As I'm turning the bike around here.
I wasn't ready for that. Holy. You all right?
I see out of the corner of my eye a body flying in the air. He's all right. So I go back down the hill. I see that there's a line off to the right. Or actually to the left. So I go up this way, and this is worse. I'm not even gonna mess with this. I go back down.
Dude, you went flying.
Dude, I was like Like, I couldn't turn my back, it was flopping, and I was like, I looked at it this thing, I'm like, I'm gonna hit that tree, man.
I put this baby in second gear and I get on throttle. Oh yeah, downshift, downshift. I was clutching it in second gear, then here's where I put it into first. I didn't want to risk a neutral shift right there. That would have been bad. Then I worked the rest of the way up the hill. However, I kind of went off the course, but I wasn't gonna go try that again. Coming along this nice trail, and because of the B cutoffs, I run into, just guess, Tom! How you doing, buddy?
Hey, kick that log really up high.
All right.
How are you doing? I was behind you for a hot second.
Dude, I've been struggling.
Dude, I died with the heat.
It's so hot.
I heard so much.
All right, so go high on the log.
Yeah, so the log is like...
Tom's giving me a full rundown, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going. Off-camber log crossings. I like them. That was sketchy. The skid plate grind downhill. But I like it. I gotta play with those. I'm gonna go set some of those up and play on them. Gnarly uphill there. This is fun. I was really enjoying it at this point. But then, another Pro A cutoff here. And wouldn't you know, another uphill washout section. This is where the heat would get to me. These sections, the speeds were slower, I just would overheat. You know, the air cooling wasn't getting to my body. I was just a toasted English muffin at this point. And it was a decline due to compounding issues. I would get into here, speeds were slower, I would overheat. I then could not perform, and I get frustrated. Dude! And then I would just make stupid decisions and mistakes, and just, it was a bad situation. It's like, what the heck? I gotta figure this out. It's just a perplexing issue. I think I really just need to acclimate to the heat. I gotta do this in one swoop. There's one swoop for you. But actually, I get right to here, and this is one of those moments where it's like, you gotta push. Yeehaw! Cowboy style. Oh, almost rode it out. This is just rough. It's so rough. All right, enough's enough. Let's just skip ahead. There's so much time spent in here. It's unbelievable, actually. It's pretty sad. But I finally get to the end. You gotta go up to the left. There really isn't any run out of here, so I decide to go to the right to get the speed to go up to the left. And that's when I see Wade Young. Yeah, Wade. Yeah, just like how Wade did it here. That's sarcasm. That is sarcasm, if you didn't pick up on that. I was coming down this downhill. It's steep. And then I see this log. It stumped me. No pun intended. But seriously, I'm sitting here like, okay, how do I do this? And I just square up as much as I can and go. The course splits again up here. And that's Blake right there with the camera from American Hard Enduro getting some awesome shots. Go check it out, American Hard Enduro. And by the way, they're not giving me anything or sponsoring me or doing anything for me to say that. I sincerely like what they're doing, and I want Hard Enduros to keep growing in popularity in America, because I really enjoy these events. Maybe not during them, but afterwards, I do. No, I love the challenge. I mean, it's got me hooked.
A lot of people are like coming up here and they back up there and then go right. That's the easiest way.
All right.
It's Rob Moan explaining how people have been going up this waterfall. And that's when Colton Haker shows how it's done. That was impressive.
Just like that.
Yeah, these guys are freaking unbelievable, aren't they?
Man.
All right, so not as cool, but I did go up that. I really like this tight trail up here. It was fun. Hard to go fast, especially when you're kind of exhausted. You gotta be hard on the brakes, hard on the gas, in real quick succession between those corners. And it, you know, if I was fresh, I could push harder, but I wasn't in that mood. Off camber, man. If it had rained, like I said earlier, I don't know what would happen. Woo! Thank you! Dude, I don't know how you ride a 4-stroke in this. Hats off, man. That's brave to be taking a 4-stroke out here, but you know, I don't know. I mean, I just, it's not for me to be taking a 4-stroke through tight trail. What the? That was mean. You had to lower your bike under that. And then there was all these little log crossings. I didn't know. This downhill creek section had quite some drop-offs. I was taking my time on a few of them just to be safe. What is this? Come to a lot of people. It's a big hill climb. So I just give her. I think I should almost gear it a little bit shorter. I'm running a 52 sprocket on the rear, which is 2 teeth more than the stock 50 tooth sprocket, and it's almost not enough. Yeehaw! Back into the creek. I like this. There was all these little obstacles to go over in this one. That wet log got me. I have to push the bike up. My front wheel's in this hole, so I get the rear wheel up, and that's when I can pop the front out. I come in, grab some water here. I was out of water in my Camelback, and so I just grabbed some water, take a little breather.
Oh, thanks.
I felt good after that break. Of course, we're going up another creek section.
What the hell is this?
I see a big wall ahead, but you gotta go to the left. saw that, I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. I knew I had to back up onto the bank behind me, but I thought I'd give this a shot, and it just, there's no grip on that flat rock down there. So this is the biggest mistake. I dragged my front wheel around. I should have dragged my rear wheel around, because this put me in a bad position.
Whoa, whoa. Ah!
I drop it onto my legs, and I'm stuck here. I was stuck like this for 45 minutes. Okay, I'm kidding. No, I got it off here.
I'm good. Yeah.
So when my bike was laying on top of me there, I noticed oil leaking out. I believe it was just coming out from the exhaust flange, unburned oil from the cylinder. I'm guessing. I don't really know. But that zapped a lot of my energy away. So I get onto the bank here. But it just was a struggle. I had nothing in me. I go for it again. Able to get to here. I should have just gone for it. I end up pushing. As I gasp for air up here, I see Ricky Russell coming. Look at the line choice. He rolled through that thing like it was nothing. On the contrary, I'm putting myself through hell trying to push my bike up this. I drop into the valley, just pooped.
You can go ahead here.
I don't have it.
I couldn't put words together. I was laying down here. Get back on the bike. That's Steve Thaxton in front of me. Remember him from Battle of the Goats? We worked together to get up that hill. Nick Farringer passes us here. I don't know how much time I was in here, but it was a pathetic amount of time. My basic motor skills were lacking at this point, which makes it very difficult to operate a dirt bike. I hit a low point, a very low point, where I laid in peril, thinking about selling everything and picking up a new sport like golf, or badminton maybe, a pickleball if I want to get fancy. I mean, I really enjoy those things. I probably would do all right making golf commentaries on YouTube.
The rider!
There's Ryder LeBlond kicking butt.
Killing it, man. I feel like my breathing isn't even controlled. Like,
I had a weird thing here. Oh, this is Quinn Wenzel coming through. I had a weird thing where my breathing, like, it wasn't subconscious. It was like I had to tell myself to breathe or else I was gonna go into a coma. That's what it felt like. I couldn't breathe without forcing myself to breathe. If I stopped, I was gonna suffocate. Does that make sense?
Guys, I don't think I can do these.
It was bad. That's enough of that. We get to the end.
I turn my gas on.
I forgot I even turned my gas off. It was like mind loss. There's oil all over my bike. You could see when I look down there. I mean, this is a Class A disaster show for me out here. rode on what felt like 5 miles of stream beds after all that, and it was really fun. So, like, here's the thing. I really enjoyed this. Like, I was loving this. The parts where I got stuck, yeah, I had times where I was like, what am I doing? But that's every hard enduro.
Oh, baby.
And at the end of it, when I got through it, I was like, yes! And I was happy. Everything was great. Like, it's what it is. It's part of the process. There were some really nice creek sections over here. I mean, there's so many. There were so many.
Almost there, I think. Dude, this is the longest 12 miles of my life.
I ride for a while.
Dude, this is some seriously cool trails. Hell yeah.
I make it through scoring just under the 3-hour white flag. So they throw the white flag at 3 hours, you gotta go out for a final lap. If you came in after 3 hours,
Love the video.
you were pulled off. So I came in just under, I run to the pits, I fuel up, I fill up my Camelback, I get myself set, I go back out.
Holy. Dude, that's a sign for me to get off. Jesus. Can't believe I took that tree out.
I'm going for a little bit, and that's when I
Oh,
realized.
crap. You know what I just did? I left Tom's truck unlocked and the keys right there on the chair. Oh.
I forgot to lock Tom's truck up. I left the key out. I just took off and I'm like, oh crap, the truck's unlocked. So I never went out for that second lap. The leaders ended up doing 3 laps, but I finished 32nd. Adam got a 19th place, and Tom, who ran the B course, got 41st, which was really good. I mean, we all at least grabbed a lap, and man, I really enjoyed this, actually. I thought the difficulty was right on point. It could have been a little harder, but I'm going to attribute that to the weather, because you can't control that. If it was a little wet out, it would have been insane. Well, that is it, everybody. The last Hard Enduro of 2019. I'm going to miss seeing everybody, but there's next year, and I'm looking forward to it. See you there.